Then the vast empty heart of endless shadow beheld the light of the Seeker. Cascading from the pits was the fount of life. The first moon formed the endless oceans. The second sun brought the lush soil. The third wind carried breath of life. The fourth flame ignited the heart of Exandria. Hello and welcome, adventurers, wherever you may be in Tal'Dorei. I'm Z, and today we'll be exploring the earliest history of the world of Exandria. There is little record of these times, as expected, since the world was young, and only the prime deities know the truth of Exandria in such times. The little that we do know is taken from the lore masters of the Alabaster Lyceum, or from the well-kept archives of the Cobalt Soul Monastery. The most reliable source, however, lies in the records of the oldest city in Exandria, Vasselheim, across the freezing waters of the Osmit Sea. Amidst the eldest of scrolls, we may find the myth of Exandria, or the founding, which was accepted as the world's origin. Before humans, dwarves, and elves, before mortal life sprung on Exandria, before the gods themselves, the world was chained by chaos incarnate. The elements ruled the sphere, especially earth and fire were dominant. Uncontrollable fires and seas of sharp, blade-like mountain ranges ruled the land. This caught the eye of the creators, and gods came from the beyond, immortal and powerful. They saw great potential in this primal world and decided to shape it, make it beautiful and strong, and create new beings who would live and prosper in their creation. The first children were the elves, slender and graceful like the gods themselves, with love for nature and song. The second children were the dwarves, hardy and tough, with a spark of invention and craft seeded in them to tame and reshape the land. The third children were the humans, their hearts filled with fiery passion due to their shorter lifespan. Soon, other races followed, and the children of creation were free to walk the lands of what would become Exandria, growing in knowledge and in wisdom. But the creators forgot that the land was not to be taken freely. The elements still ruled, and did not want mortal beings to reshape their world even more. The children turned to their creators and pleaded for aid, and the gods responded. They lent them a portion of their own power, and divine magic was brought into the world. People slowly began to bend the earth to their will, to temper the fires and tame the floods. Soon, settlements started to rise. The creators saw the progress of their children and decided that they were still fragile and in need of guardians. Thus, the first protectors were born, the dragons metallic. They watched over the smaller folk as culture grew and people expanded. Even new races came into existence, and all of them worshipped the creators, giving them titles, form, giving them purpose. Still, the elements did not silence. Unknown by the gods, ancient beings ruled before them, and they would not give up without a fight. These were the Primordials, the elemental titans. They would rise from deep beneath the land to retake what was once theirs. From all the chaos that arose, portals to the abyss opened, and demons spilled from their plane of existence to feast on all the carnage. The gods were struck, full of anger, full of grief, and a part of them wanted to abandon the world, or even to join the elemental primordials, while the rest of them wanted to subdue them and to reclaim this realm for their children. This divide between the gods caused a part of them to join the forces of chaos, aiding them with sword and song. Some Celestials took the war with the demons to their field, forging the hells in their nearsightedness of hate. They turned into devils, with the fallen angel taking command of all hellish forces bent on destroying the chaos-driven demons. The remaining gods, now called the prime deities, took up arms themselves and taught their children to use magic without the aid of divine power. And so, arcane magic was introduced to the world. Although not in the scale of the gods, magic was enough to drive away the betrayer gods to the lower planes of existence, sealing away the abyssal portals. The tides have turned, and the Primordials were destroyed, while the lesser elemental spirits were banished to their respective inner planes. For the first time since the arrival of the children, there was peace. A real civilization took root, and the first city was born. Vasselheim, the Dawn City, the cradle of creation. Thank you so much for watching. The next videos in this series will focus on the Age of Arcanum and the dreadful calamity that fell upon Exandria. As always, your support will help keep Gravity Bits growing, so if you like my content, feel free to subscribe, like on Facebook and follow on Instagram, and check out the website for more content on everything RPG related. Links in the description. Cheers!